Good morning. It's Saturday morning. I've lost track of the date, but it's sometime at the beginning of April, and it's about 9:30, and I've come out to take the dog for a walk. Just going through the little park. I'm not going far today because I've had a bit of a funny stomach, and the last thing I want to do is be too far away from home. So I'm going to have a little walk, and today I think I'm going to do some work in the shop. I need to finish off my books, so I've got paperwork to do, and might do a bit of tidying up and sorting in the shop. You hear the birds? I think the birds love lockdown. I've noticed how noisy they are, whether they were just drowned out with the noise of traffic before, but beautiful. What's up? Why don't you want to go? Come on. Should we go? Oh, you want to go back that way? Okay. So you can see I'm in my shop. I thought I'd come down, I've made myself a coffee, and I thought I'd come down and do some paperwork. I've done a few jobs, took the dog out and did some washing up, made my wraps. Oh yeah, I made some wraps for chili yesterday, which I videoed, I'll put that in now. And then I've just made the other half for my lunch for later. My husband's going to make lunch today. So I've made my wraps, and I thought I would get on with finishing off my paperwork. So I sat down in the shop in the peace and quiet. So first I'll go through the ingredients that you need for the low carb tortilla wraps. First is almond flour. You can use ground almonds. You need 1 cup. And coconut flour, 1/4 cup. 2 teaspoons of xanthan gum, I think that's how it's pronounced, and 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, some lime juice, which I don't have, so I'm going to use lemon juice instead, 1 egg, and then a little bit of water. All the dry ingredients are all mixed together in there, and then it says to mix slowly and add the lime juice, then the water, and then the beaten egg. So I'm going to do it a bit at a time, and I don't follow recipes all that strictly, so I'll roughly guess how much 3 tablespoons is, a tiny bit more. I've lightly beaten. Keep stirring until it comes together as a dough. So I've laid out some cling film here, and I'm going to put this dough mixture into this cling film and wrap it up, and then knead it for about a minute. There we go. And then that goes in the fridge for about 10 minutes. Okay, so it's been in the fridge about 10 minutes, and it says to divide it into 8 pieces. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to divide it into 2 pieces, put half of it back in the fridge for another day because I don't need that many wraps, and then I will split them into 4 and roll them out. So divided them into 4. They don't need to be equal particularly. So put 3 to one side, and then I've got 2 sheets of baking paper. Put it on one underneath, put the other one on top, squeeze it down a little bit, like that, and then roll it out with a rolling pin. Up. It's a non-stick pan, so I'm not putting anything in there. And then I am going to peel the wrap off the baking paper. I might have done this a little bit too thin. Slap it on there and let that cook. And then while that one's cooking, I can be rolling out the next one. So that's been in a couple of minutes. It really depends on how hot your pan is. I find that the first one takes a bit longer, and then after that they don't take so long. You can see it's starting to brown a little bit. So just flip it over and cook it on the other side, and then it's done, and repeat with the other 3. So my last one's cooking. Thought I'd just show you what they're like. So they're just slightly golden, and they're a little bit more brittle than a standard wrap, but they work really nice. So tonight we're having chili con carne, and I'll have that with a bit of whatever we've got left, a bit of pepper and some tomatoes, a bit of yogurt and cheese. So I'm sat in the shop, and the idea was to be productive and get my paperwork done, but actually I haven't done anything yet. Well, I have. I've started making some ideas of YouTube videos. Most of them seem to be coming up with like live stream ones, so ones that I could do with other people if I can find people who are interested in doing. I have got a few names, but I'm not going to say them on here, who I might ask to do live streams with. The idea that Edward came up with about picking out some items that you might not know what they are and seeing if people can guess what they are, there was that idea. A sale, a live stream sale, which would have to wait until later when I'm happy posting again. A Q&A. I think Lex suggested that I ask people for questions and I do a quick Q&A. But then I did say that I don't really get a lot of response to my posts, so I'd have to make up my own questions. That sort of defeats the object. So if you've got any questions, actually, yeah, if you've got any questions, I could do a Q&A. So send me your questions. You can send them via my Facebook page, Instagram, or comments. Good idea. And then who fancies one evening, maybe a Saturday night, or not tonight, because by the time you see this it'll be Sunday anyway, but getting dressed up, having a drink and having a chat. Let me know, what do you think? Was that a bad idea? So I went up and had some lunch, and then I just felt incredibly tired, so I had to lie down on the bed. Ended up having like an hour and a half's nap. What's all this about? Anyway, I've got to try and wake up and do this paperwork. Okay, so it's 4:30 and I have done an hour's work. I've printed out bank statements and bills and things that I need for my accounts. And I'm going to go upstairs. Apparently, my husband said there is a virtual Grand National going on. So we're going to have a bet on the virtual Grand National, because I think if you lose your bet, your money goes to the NHS or something. I'm going to go watch it and see.
The virtual national of 2020, 40 runners heading towards the Melling Road on the run to the first of the 30 fences. Corner, who's come through to head Tiger Roll as they take the last. Potter's Corner jumps in. That's any second now back in third. Tiger Roll anchored by the way. Potter's Corner getting lonely. Walk in the mill is closing. Potter's Corner all out. Cleans off.
Hello, Jenny Penny.
I'm on the stairs at Sainsbury's car park. The Grand National was good. We had a bet each and we got 3 out of the top 5. I got the first place, husband got second and my daughter got the 5th. Not bad.